Hello, everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing character. Today, we are over at Quarry. Decided to go have some fun there, starting off with a nice 2 kilo pike. So I've got the Vico 8Gs on here, the 003s. I did put 1/0 hooks on both of the Vicos. I've got the Vicos on my HSVs, and then over on Rod 3, I'm planning on using the Hornet 1 001. So, hoping to get Arctic char, that type of thing today. Small perch there as well. I cast this one out. I did, and I forgot to lock it. I'm glad I checked it because there was already a fish on. You may notice my food's a little low. Uh, if you remember a couple days ago, I didn't record the episode. I had actually already logged in on this character, and I was just expecting to spend maybe 10 minutes helping out with something, and it turned into a 4 hour helping out with something. So I ended up just leaving this character logged in for about 2.5 hours before I realized I still had it logged in. So did nothing, didn't catch anything, had to actually just done my first cast when I got asked to help out. So it was part of a 15-hour call I was on. So it was not a fun day. It is what it is. Comes with working in IT. Little Laker there. If you do already have the homemade balsa minnow, it is doing very well here again, from what I'm seeing on posts. For a while, Corey had kind of died off. Seems like it's starting to do better again. So, hoping things can go well for us today. And we'll see what we can get. We've already got the trophy Laker here. Honestly, don't know what trophies we're missing here. I think we've got a Laker and maybe a perch. Oh, we did get the Arctic char and the Vendis. So we need a 7, a rainbow, or a pike would be the ones we're likely to see. Or a quarry char. We're also only, 20,000 XP away from a level up, so it's a good chance we hit 26 today. I didn't realize we were that close. 23,000. Didn't look at the weather. Good. It looks like it's going to be pretty decent today and into tomorrow. It's going to be a colder day, too. A lot of times that's good for quarry char in my experience. Aiming to do kind of the loop around, aiming for the tight loop around as well, too, the island. I'd say going old school quarry, but I don't have the Aquila on here yet. And it's almost like the rod heard me and decided it needed to hook a fish. Unfortunately, that looks kind of small. Yep. Is what it is. Again, this rod will probably more likely hook more fish, but also probably smaller fish. The other two rods have a good chance of getting bigger fish. But will probably be less fish. Partially because I've got the 1/0 hooks on them. The bite over on one. We'll go take a look there. Still mad about yesterday over at Mosquito on the float character with being 6 grams off a perch trophy. Saw the perch here and it reminded me of that. Another perch here. A little bit small again. This one got bit right as I cast it. Or rod 1 got bit right as I cast this rod. And what do we have? Another smaller fish. Probably another perch, maybe a Vendy. Perch. 324. It was a marker. And rod 2's got a bite. Tiny fish there. Come on, fishy fish. That's something in my teeth that's bugging me. I don't know if it's from dinner or lunch, honestly. Had a couple of hamburger patties for dinner. And the four-legged thing had one as well too, so he's happy. And he got to play with his friend. So he's all worn out and passed out on the couch with the back paw up on the armrest. Turned out to be not as hot today as we expected. It was supposed to be another 101, 102 day, but a storm system kind of blew in, so it wasn't quite as hot, but it was also very muggy. Not seeing a whole lot of good fish getting caught in chat either, so it is what it is. Thinking next, hopefully, I think I just skipped that off the water. That was weird. Next for this account, probably going to get the balsa knife to make the homemade balsa minnow lures. We already have all the supplies to make them. I didn't realize you needed the professional knife, so I'd have bought the non-professional one earlier and returned it because it wasn't what I needed. I think that's about 4,500 silver, and we're at 3,700, so we're getting close. Hopefully today we get a good chance to level up and then move over to Ladoga to have some fun there. And we'll see if we can't catch up on the episode I missed over the weekend. Not going to promise anything, but if I get a chance to record a second episode, I may. Still a little bit tired, to be honest. Decent spinner fish. It might be a grayling. No, 7. Nice. And it's upside down time for the dog. Evidently, I'm that boring to him. or that calming voice. Small laker, not quite a marker. Hoping it was a little bit bigger than that. Kind of surprised how much it was pulling on the rod for being less than a kilo. Another pike, tiny pike. So 14 fish, 11 minutes, not too bad. Trying to work the piece of food that's cutting my teeth out, so muted for a second so you didn't have to hear that. There we go. It's at least off the gum line now. And my hand has become a pillow for someone's nose. Small perch. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Mom, be a big 7. Or big quarry char. I'm just pulling drag on a 29 friction brake. I've got the friction brake basically turned up as far as I can. I could lock the reel, but there's no reason to. But with it pulling on it hard enough to pull line out on an HSV, this is a good sized fish for the quarry. Hoping I get it on this side of the island. Come on, fish. Somewhat okay with beaching the boat here. I might have actually bounced off enough that I turned. Looks like I did. I do have a fish over on 2 now as well, so I'm less happy about being stopped up against the wall. Come on, fish. Come on out. Kind of surprised I haven't been able to see this thing yet. Usually the waters at Quarry are a little clearer than they feel today. And it's a big old acre. I don't know if it's a trophy, but it's going to be close. I'm going to say 8 kilos. 8.707, not too bad. 2900 XP. Go ahead and turn the friction brake back down. $106 Vindy. A little tight, I think, to the island. I think I want to be a little bit more to my left, to the boat's right. Small perch. What? I am not at all where I thought I was. Kind of glad I looked at the map. I thought I was over in here. The map's almost not making sense to me. Well, this pass is kind of messed up, but oh well. Small 7. Just want to make sure that rod was locked in place, because I've forgotten to fish a couple times. And of course, right as I put it down, it got bit. We'll reel this in and see what's on rod 2 there. Floppy Fish 921. Probably name of the day there. Small acre. Didn't see the bite on 1 until I'd already cast. Another smaller perch. A couple of smaller fish there for weekly records. Not seeing a lot of people fishing here, so either no one's catching anything good or there's not a lot of people here today. Could be a combo of both. Was that a rainbow? That was an Arctic char. So 23 fish in about 21 minutes. Not too bad. A lot of small fish, though. Need to get that one big laker. Other than that, not a whole lot of markers even, which is weird for having one-out hooks on here. What do we have on the spinner? Another small laker, I think. Yep. Come on, give me another big fish. There's a decent one. And all three rods got bit about the exact same time. Small Arctic here. Small perch. And small fish. Another perch, not even worth looking at. Another fish. Upside down, stretching dog. Small laker. Small perch. Guess what? Another small fish. Yeah, this one's at least a Vendus. 114 gram Bindi. Use kind of the orangey yellow Dodger crank. See if we can't get something there. Going into nighttime. Come on, fish. A little bit of nibble there, was hoping, but nothing. Well, wasn't expecting a big fish on this rod. Yeah, someone got a decent white fish here. Whatever this is a good fish. And the way it's fighting, it doesn't feel like a grayling. Maybe a brown trout, maybe a laker. Maybe a 7 or a rainbow. I'm just glad whatever this is not on the starter reel like the trophy laker we caught here on the 3 kilo Lacerti 4. Or the 32, sorry. The 32 4000. And the brain got ahead of the mouth. Kind of glad to get a decent fish going into nighttime that I got to fight for a little bit. Because nighttime's usually slow. But this gives me something to do. Hopefully this turns out to be a good fish. And gets me level 26. We are pretty much committed to this fish until we get it. Since we can't pick up whatever is jumping over on, I guess it's rod 1. I don't know which rod it's on. I heard something jumping back behind me. I guess it's a small fish over on 2. Did not like that much slack. Got lucky. Come on, fish. Give up already, fish. You know you want to. I honestly need to do a quick look through all my reels and see how worn out they are. I haven't done that in a while. God bless America. Fish popped off again. This character has some bad luck with that. Decent grayling here, though. 587 gram. Man, that makes me mad. Mech's a little worn out. Friction brake's okay on this rod. I muted and didn't realize it for a second. Luckily I did because the dog hopped off the couch. It's this fish we're making progress on the whole time. I knew that was going to happen. Just missed a marker Arctic there. Bounce the boat off the invisible rock and actually get caught on the invisible rock. Come on, fishy fish. Still a little upset about losing that fish, but what can I do? Come on, fishy fish. Lucho Knox, that's a good name. Master Fish. And there's a lot of good names today in chat. Looks like another perch. 492-gram perch. Had to open another drink real quick. And I don't think y'all want to hear a soda can pop, whatever you want to call it. I grew up in Texas, so to me, all sodas are Cokes, whether they are actually Coke or not. Still not used to folks. I don't live in Texas anymore. Still not used to folks calling it soda or pop. Well, I may have to take a quick break. Someone just told me he would like to go take care of some business in the backyard. And with it being nighttime, I think I'm going to do that. We got a couple hours in game before things are going to get busy. And I think I left my grill open for making hamburgers too, and I want to go close that because there's a possibility of some more rain. I'm going to go park the boat real quick. And then we'll take a quick pause and I'll be back in a couple minutes here. So for you, it'll be 2 seconds. For me, it'll probably be about 3-4 minutes. Be right back. And we're back. Just got back inside. Just getting going again. So you have not missed anything. I did leave the two bottom rods, or two HSBs in the water while I was out there. Nothing. Didn't expect anything with them just laying there. Someone was more interested in trying to eat acorns than actually going out. It's heard of. You know what? I bet when I cast rod 3, I got it up on land, and then I heard it fall into the water a second ago. Is what I heard. Thought I heard a fish jump. Another small fish. Hopefully it's a Vendus. It is not. It's a perch. Go with a big old spoon there. See if you can't get a big old fish. Aiming for quarry char. That's why I'm using the orangey colored ones. And it's got a fish on there. I don't think it's quite as big as the 8-kilo Laker earlier, but it's a decent fish. Yeah. There it was. It looks like it's a Laker. I'm thinking it's 5-kilo. 4 to 5 is my guess. 4-kilo Laker, not bad. I think there's a small fish over here. There is. Small grayling. Very small grayling. Another smaller fish here, I think. We'll see, though. Might be a marker laker. It's going to be close. The pike. It looks like a marker pike. 1 kilo pike. And we're 10,000 XP away from leveling up. 14,000, so we're less than 15. Come on, fishy. And there's a fish on. There's also a fish on 2 that I missed. What do we have here? Small laker here. Excuse me, 608 grams. It looks like a decent perch here. 315. I thought it was a lot bigger than that. Didn't mean to actually pick rod 2 up there. I meant to press 3. Just put rod 1 back in the rod pod. We'll do a couple more passes, see if we get anything. I do have some stuff I need to catch up on still from the 4-letter W word after being on a 15-hour call. .7 kilo liquor for 700 XP. And marker perch for 100. And for 39 XP. And we're up to 77.2 on the spinfish. A little bit wider than I want to be here. Fish on here. Don't think it's anything amazing though. And fish on 2 now. Another marker laker. 1.679. Nice. And I want one more fish in that 1.6 kilo, 2 kilo range. Because a lot of times there is a cafe order for 1.6 kilo lakers. And I don't really want to sell that 18 or that 8 kilo laker in that if there is one. I was reading someone just got a global weekly record laker. Doesn't necessarily have to be here. Ladoga has lakers as well. What do we have here? Nice Ventus, 221 gram Ventus for 4,400 for 440 XP. My brain's getting worn out already. That's not a good thing since I have to look through some spreadsheets tonight. And at least I've got what I like to watch on Thursday nights on here in a little bit too. A little before 8:30 my time. Just missed a marker Laker there. What do we have here? Looks like a tiny, tiny grayling. Yep. And I got a couple more fish here. What do we have on this rod? Is that a Vendus or a small Laker? Small Laker. Very small, 213 gram Laker. And over here on the Vico, decent perch. 400 gram, 500 grams. I'll take that. I'm off course again. Had a feeling I was. Neighbor's been mowing his grass for 3.5 hours and he doesn't have that much grass. I think he just doesn't want to go inside. Got a riding lawnmower too and doesn't even need a riding lawnmower. So if you keep hearing engine spin ups, sounds like he's using his weed eater now. And he's one of those that will just vroom, 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 vroom it. 1.1 kilo Laker. Smaller fish over here on 2. Might be a marker perch. I think it's small. Yeah, it was. Come on, good fish. Well, looks like college sports is getting shook up again. Colorado University's going back to the Big 12. Now the Pac 12 minus 2 is the Pac 9. I went to a Pac 12 school. Actually, when I went there, it was a Pac 10 school, but it is what it is. Interesting to see University of Colorado go back to the Big 12. When I was growing up, they were part of the Big 12. And I grew up in the Texas area. I had a lot of family that went to Texas A&M and UT, and they would always play Colorado. I was born in Colorado, so an interesting thing. What do we have here? Another smaller perch, I think. Yep. Yeah. Neighbor's mad. Got done mowing his grass and immediately drove off. Could be worse. I'll take that. Small Arctic char. And I was hoping I would get to 26 today. Although at the same time, if we get to 26, I'm going to want to go to Ladoga. And I've got another day of boat time that I'd like to use as well too. So I don't know. We'll see. Especially if I do a catch-up episode. From having to miss an episode on the spin character earlier this week. This is probably going to be our last time around the island. And another smaller fish. Another Amazon making noise. Lex has changed her noise, and I don't know what it is. Small Vendus. cast this out one last time. I was debating if it made sense or not. 11,000 XP away, so hopefully that means next episode, especially if I do a full episode, we'll get up to level 26 and then can head over to Ladoga soon. Another small fish. Might be a small fish on 2 as well. Perch. Might be a marker. Nope. Another small perch. And that's going to wrap us up for the day. So 56 fish in looks like 58 minutes. A little bit longer, obviously, than that because I took a break, but I'll take it. And we'll go dock the boat. Check the cafe on the way by here. Nothing. Yeah, nothing we got, unfortunately. And I think we got a lot of small fish, so I'm going to say we're right around 100 silver. 76. Ooh. 22.5 behind the big Laker. So, not the best day, but we made money. That's all that matters. So, hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back over on the float character tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Bye bye now.